Hey Paxton, welcome in. We're playing the radio station today, and this is a Charizard game that I've been putting off for a little while. It tends to run my computer a little heavy, so I don't exactly know how this is gonna run, but I'm pretty excited to give it a try, see how it goes again. So bear with me through probably some technical difficulties, but without further ado, let's get started.
まさきが死んだ。
Oh, Masaki died.
ある日朝起きたらそんな連絡が入っていた。
One day I found that message right after I woke up in the morning.
バカな。
That can't be. No way.
そんな。
But
だってこの前会
But
っ
I
たば
just
かりだ。
met him the other day.
ラジオの仕事が軌道に乗ってきたって。
The man who was happily talking about his radio job was getting on track, died?
俺は
Couldn't
信じられ
believe
な
it.
かった。 いつものように
After
ラジオ
hosting the
で話した
radio,
後、
as always, he was found dead at the radio station. Cause of his death is not clear. Not clear.
どういう
What does that mean?
おそら
Police
く
have
自殺
given
だろ
up
う
on
と
the
いうことで、
investigation.
警察は早
Early
々
on
に捜査
classifying
を
the case as a
開始した。
suicide.
ふ
Suicide?
ざけている。
That's bullshit. That
頼むよ。
day. That day something must have happened on the show. I decided to find out what happened to my brother by myself. Brother? Ooh, we got question marks. Okay. Ooh. Car key. Letter from the radio station. Key to the radio station in the mountains is in the mailbox at home. You may take it if you need it. Hashimoto. Flashlight. Okay, good start. So then we're headed to the mountains. Ooh. Well, get in the car. I would love to. Ooh. Oh, I have to drive? Oh. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be great. Ooh. Oh, man. Okay, well, beep. Jeez. Is there a way to do that less fast? This is the station. Okay, I guess we're entering the station. I don't think we have the key yet. Perfectly parked. Ooh. Oh, oh. That feels safe. Yeah, we're just gonna jump right in into breaking things. Oh, a tape. Oh, Jesus! Do you think that's our brother? Cool, I love that. Okay. What were we supposed to do? We're looking for the key still, right? Yeah, which was in the mountains. Can I crouch? I can. Okay. There's a split in the road here. So the circle's where we need to go. Gee, zones. We really rip that. Oh, am I stuck? Barely stuck. Okay. Okay, we need to go that way, but let's go this way first, because it seems like it might be a little bit easier. Okay, here's a spot. It's a warehouse. Sure. Why not? Is my flashlight on? Okay, I guess so. Guess that is the best that we get. Oh, that just opened. Okay, hold up, hold up. Explore the outside. Love that that's just an open... Alright, who's ready to get jump scared in the warehouse? Not me. I don't want... Oh, there's so many options. What could be behind door number 1? Another door! Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is this gonna be some, like, you have to pick the correct order of door? Well, I am sure that's gonna be terrifying later. It's just a warehouse of doors right now. Hello? Excuse me, Mr. Carr? Are you just driving? Hey. Take him back. Nah, man. We lost him. We didn't... Yeah. Excuse me? Oh. Excuse me? It's a padlock. Rat. Oh, hey. Rat seems hungry. Okay. Is this where I need to go? Vending machine area. Sure. Okay. Oh, love that. Ooh. Awesome. Ooh. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh. Wait, I didn't mean to back out. Do those somehow link to each other? Because that looks like blood. And that looks like blood. So that's probably connected to each other. Ooh. 1, 2, 2, 1, 4, 3 maybe? Would it be 2, 3, so 4, 2, 7, 6? 4, 2, 7, 6. Okay. Nice. Let's continue to where we're supposed to go. What? Cool. Loved that. This is the owner's house. Okay, sure. Cool. I can't hardly make heads or tails of this. Okay. Oh, that. Oh, I don't like this. Ooh, headphones out entirely. Cool. Cool. That's great. Oh, love that. That was well done. Oh. Masaki's horror story.
はい、
Hello?
鬼川正樹です。
Hi,
こ
Masaki.
のコーナーでは僕、正樹がリスナーさんから送られてきたホラーな話を読んでいきます。と
Let's
いう
start
ことで、
reading.
早速読んでいきたいと思います。
It's a letter
ラジ
from
オネー
Toko.
ム、トーコさんからの手紙です。これは
Classmate
霊
has a
感
sixth
のある
sense.
同級生の小学生の
This is
時
a
の
story
話で
about
す。
her when she was in
そ
elementary
の子
school. She
は
was
生
born
ま
with
れ
her
つき
power.
霊感がありました。保育
When
園
she
の
was a
頃ははっき
preschooler,
り見えるわけではなく、なんとなく
wasn't
もや
too
のような
extreme.
ものが見えたり、一定の場
Couldn't
所
see a
が
ghost
ひん
clearly,
や
but
り
she saw
と感じ
foggy
たりする
figures
程
and
度
also
だっ
felt
たよう
certain
ですが、
places were cooler than
小
the
学
other.
生になっ
When
て
she
から
became an
は
elementary
は
school
っき
student,
り
she started
見える
seeing
よう
them
になっ
more
たそうです。
clearly.
いつ
It all
も同
started
じ
when
場
she
所
found out
に
that no one
男
else
の
could
人
see the
が
man,
ただ立っているなと思ってい
Ooh.
たら、他の人には見えていな
who
い
was
こと
always
を知
standing
った
the
こと
same
が
spot.
始まりだそうです。そこから
She
見え
began
る
to
と
feel the
いう
horror of being
恐ろ
able to
しさを
see
感じる
since
ように
then.
なっていったといいます。女の
Couple
人
was
が
having tea at a
彼氏と
cafe,
カ
but
フ
the
ェで
boyfriend
お
had
茶
no
をしている
leg.
なと思ったら、彼氏の方の足がなかったり、可愛い
A
女
pretty
の子
girl
が
was playing at the
公園で
park, but
遊
she
ん
was
でいるなと思っ
transparent.
たら透けていたりと、幸いにもその子は
Fortunately,
声
she
が聞
couldn't
こえる
hear
ことはな
them.
かったこともあってか、実害がな
Maybe
かった
because
の
of that,
で
they didn't
気に
cause
しな
any
いように
actual
する
harm
よ
to
うに
her,
なり
so
ま
she
した。
became less conscious of them.
小学
I think
5
it
年
was
生く
then
らいに
when
なっ
she
た
was in
時
her
でしょう
fifth
か。
grade,
一人
when
の
one
幽
ghost
霊が
started
自分の
following
後をつい
her.
てくるようになったのは、いつも何
It
かを
seemed
言
that
っ
the
ている
ghost
ようで
was
す
always
が、
saying
何
something,
を言
but
っ
she
ている
couldn't
のかわから
understand
ない
what
の
it was
で、
saying, which
鬱陶
annoyed
しい
her.
と思っていたそうです。そ
One
んな
day,
あ
an
る日、
incident
一つの
happened.
事件が起こりました。その
She
日
was
は
playing with her
友
friends
達と
that
遊
day,
ん
and
で
it
い
got
て、
dark without
知
her
らないうち
realizing
に
it.
暗くなってしまっていて、急
She
いで
was
一人
hurrying
で
her
帰
way
ってい
back
たそう
home
です。
alone.
薄
Because it was
暗いから
dim,
か、
even a
少
little
しの
noise
物
scared
音
her.
でも反応してしまい、怖くなってしまっていました。
And
そんな
that's when she was
時、
spoken, "Good
こんばん
evening."
は、と声をかけられたそうです。振り返ると
She
中
turned
年のお
back
じ
and
さ
saw a
ん、
middle-aged
一
man.
人、
Are you
家
alone?
まで
I
送っ
can
てあ
give
げ
you
よ
a
うか。
ride home.
そう
She
話
was
すおじ
scared
さ
by the
んに
man, so she
恐
declined the
怖を
offer
覚
and
え
tried to
断って
walk
去ろうと
away.
すると、腕をつかまれ、送ってあげると
The
言って
man
るじゃ
grabbed
な
her
い
by the
か。
arm and said, "I'm
と
telling you, I'll give you a
恐
ride."
怖のあまり
She
声
was
も
so
出ず
scared
固
that
ま
she
ってい
couldn't
る
even
と、
speak. Then
急に
suddenly
お
the
じさん
man
が
screamed
悲鳴
and
を上
ran
げて逃げて
away.
いったそうです。
She
お
looked
じ
in the
さんが
direction
見
he
てい
was
た方
looking,
向を
and
見
there
る
was
と、
the usual
そこに
ghost.
はいつもの幽霊が。幽霊は
Was the
その
ghost
子を
watching over the
見守って
child?
くれていたのでしょうか。
My brother's voice. It said there are 6 more of these tapes. I have to find them all. Okay? Ooh. Ooh, that music is creepy. That is for sure.
まさきのホラーな
Masaki's
話
horror story. Thanks for joining us again.
はい、今回もやってきました。ホラーな話。
Horror stories.
今回も
Now
手
let's
紙を
start
読んでいき
with a
ます
letter
よ。
as always.
ラ
We
ジ
have a
オネ
letter
ー
from
ム
Toko.
とうこさんからの手紙です。
Oh,
この
it's the
人
same
前も
person
送
who
って
sent
くれ
us
た
a
人
letter
ですね。
last time.
前回の話、
The last story was
とても
good,
良
so
か
I'm
ったの
looking
で、
forward to this one
今
as
回も
well.
楽しみですね。
I think this was when my cousin was a junior high school
中
student.
いとこは
Cousin
家
was very
族が
depressed
病
when her
気にな
family
り
got sick.
とても気を落としていたそうです。
My
いとこ
cousin
は
still
その
says
時
this
の
is the
ことを
lowest
人
of her
生
life.
で一番どん底だったと今でも言います。家
Her
族が
family
病
got
気にな
sick,
った
but she
けど
couldn't do
何も
anything,
できず、
making her frustrated,
苛立ちと
anxious,
不安
and
で情緒
emotionally
不安定にな
unstable.
り、不登校になった
She
と言い
became
ます。
unable to attend school.
何も
She
する
didn't
気
feel
に
like
なれず、
doing
た
anything,
だ空を眺めてはため息をつく。
and
そ
spent
ん
her
な
days
毎
just looking
日
at
を
the
過ごしてい
sky
た
and
そうです。
sigh.
しか
However,
し、
she had one
そん
hope.
な彼女に唯一一つの希望がありました。 親
It was
友
her
の
best
存在
friend.
です。小学
She
生
had
の
a
時
friend
に
she
意
hit
気
it off
投
with at
合した
elementary
友
school,
達がおり、
and they were
と
very
ても
close.
仲が良かったそうです。その子
Her
は
friend was worried
いと
about
こ
my
のことを
cousin,
心
so
配
she
し
came to
て
her house
毎
every
日
day.
家に来てはいとこの苛
And
立
she
ちや
listened to her and
不安に
empathized
寄
with
り
her
添って
irritation and
話を聞
anxiety.
いてあげたり、学校で
Friend
の
also
楽しい
talked
出来
about
事
fun
を
things
話
at
して
school and made
笑
my
わせてあ
cousin
げたり
laugh,
と、暗い心を
casting
照らして
light
くれ
on
た
her
そう
dark
です。
days.
いとこの
She
家
even
に
stayed
親
over at
友
her
が
house
泊まっていくこと
sometimes.
もあったそうです。そんな
One
ある
day,
日、今日
my
も
cousin
親
was
友が
looking
来てく
forward
れ
to
る
her
のを
best
楽
friend
しみに
coming.
していたいとこがふと時計を見ると、いつも来
She
る時間
casually
よ
looked
り
at the
30
clock and
分も
realized
遅
it
れ
was
ているこ
past
とに気がつ
30
きま
minutes
す。
from her friend's usual
部活
arrival
が長引
time.
いているのか
Maybe
も
her
しれな
club
い。
was prolonged, or perhaps
今
she's
日
too
は
busy to
忙し
come
くて
today.
来れない日なのかもしれない。そう自
Cousin
分に
kept
言い
telling
聞かせてい
herself.
ましたが、チ
The
クタク
tick-tock sound
チク
from
タ
the
クと
clock became
時計の音
louder
は
and
大きく
louder.
なるばかりです。遠くから
She thought
ピ
she
ーポ
heard
ー
an
ピーポーと
ambulance
救
siren
急
in the
車の音が聞
distance.
こえる気がします。と、
Then,
くるると一本の電
a
話が
phone
か
call
かってき
came
た
in.
そうです。
Her
親友
friend had a
が
car accident.
交通事故に遭ったと。親友
Her
はその
best
ま
friend
ま
was forever
帰
gone.
らぬ人になってしまったそうです。いとこ
She
は自
blamed
分を責
herself and
め、
thought there was
生
no
きる
point
意
in
味を
living
なくし、
anymore.
たどり
She
着いた
decided
先
to
は自
commit
殺でした。
suicide.
誘
When
わ
my
れる
cousin
か
was
のよ
about
う
to
に
throw herself off the
橋
bridge,
から身
she
を投
heard
げ
a
出そうと
voice
した
calling
時、
to her.
いとこを呼ぶ声が聞こえました。構
Still,
わ
she
ず
tried
飛
to
び降
jump
りようと
off,
する
but it
と、
called again.
また呼ぶ声が。今度
Not
はそ
only
れだ
that,
けで
but a
はな
girl's
く、
face appeared in
女の子
front
の
of her
顔
this
が
time.
目の前に
Ooh.
現れたそうです。そ
It
れ
was the
は
face of her
あ
best
の
friend.
親友のいと
She
こ
was
は
so
驚き
surprised
と
and
戸惑いとが一
overwhelmed.
気に溢れて、親
She
友
broke
を思い
down
出
and
し、その場
cried,
で泣き崩れ、自殺はやめたようです。
and
そ
she
れから
stopped.
親友の声も顔も聞くことも見ることもできず、その
It
時
was
一
just that one
瞬だ
time,
け
and
だった
after
そうで
that,
す
she
が、
couldn't see or hear her
いとこ
friend.
にとって
Still, her
親
friend
友
has
は
been
こ
and
れまで
will
も
always be
これから
special.
もかけがえのない存在だそうです。
Oh. Oh. Okay. We've got another 2, 1. Ugh.
まさきのホラーな話。
Masagi's horror story. Ah, yes.
はい、始まりました。
Back at it
ホ
again.
ラーな話。今回はどんな話が出てくるのか。
What kind of
手
story
紙を
will
読
come
ん
this
でい
time?
き
Let's
ま
read the
しょう。
letter. It's from
ラジ
Toko.
オネームとうこさん。またまたこの方ですね。まあこのとうこさんが送ってくれる話は
They're
幽霊の
heartwarming ghost
大和話な
stories.
ので、
Yeah,
今回
so I'm
も楽
looking
しみ
forward
です
to
ね
it。this time as well.
今回はどんな幽霊が出てきて
What
くれ
kind
る
of
の
ghost will
で
come out
しょ
this
う
time?
か。
I think this
これ
was
は
when
友
my
人が
friend
高校
was
生
a
だっ
high
た
school
時の
student.
話だと言います。家族が
My
病
friend's
院
family was
に入院
hospitalized,
す
so
る
she
こ
went
と
to
に
the
なり、
hospital every day.
毎日病院にお見舞いに行っていたそうです。その病院は
The hospital was a
総合病院
polyclinic
だった
with
のも
many
あり、
doctors and
大
nurses,
き
and
く
people were
て
always
医者
going in
や
and out
看
of
護
it.
師の数も多く、いつも人が出入りしているような病院だったようです。
Maybe
ちょ
it
うど
was
そ
the
の
time of
時期
year
は
when staffs were
人事の
shuffled
時期だっ
around.
たのか、見たことのある看護師を見なくなったり、新し
She
い
felt there were
看護
many
師を
changes
よ
in
く見るよう
people.
にな
She
ったり
stopped
と、
seeing familiar
人
nurses
の
and
入れ
saw
替わり
many
が多
new
かったように
nurses.
感じて していたそうです。
As usual, she
い
went
つ
to the
ものよう
hospital to
に
visit her
家族
family,
のお
and
見
she
舞い
passes
に
by a
病
new
院へ行った
nurse in the
彼女は
corridor. Uh-oh.
今日もまた廊下で新しい看護師とすれ違います。その
Because the
看護
nurse
師
came from
は
the direction of the
家
room
族
where her
がいる部屋
family
の方
is.
から来たので、何気
She
なく
casually
家
asked
族
her
に
family,
ま
New
た
nurse came
新
again?
しい看護師入ったのと尋ねると、いや、知
But her
らない
family
よ
replied, Who are you
と言われ
talking
まし
about?
た。自
Was
分
it my
の勘違いだった
misunderstanding?
のだろうか。
Is she a
前から
nurse
いた
from
看
before
護師
or
な
a
の
nurse
か、
from a different room?
違う部屋から来た看護師なのか、記
But
憶
I
をた
sure
どり、
remember her
出
coming out of my
てきた部
family's
屋の
room.
場所を思い出しても、やはり家族の部屋のような気がするけど、
Many
そんなこ
questions
と
came to
が
my
頭
mind,
に
but I
よぎり
tried
まし
not
た
to think
が、
about them anymore.
それ以上は考えないようにしていました。すると、
Then a middle-aged woman in the
隣
next
のベ
bed
ッドの
spoke to
中
them.
年女性が声をかけてきました。病院だから
Because it's
ね、
a hospital,
いろいろある
things
さ。
happen.
そう言う
Smiled a
と少
little
し
and
微
gave
笑
one
み、
candy each to my
飴を
family
家
and
族と
me.
私に一つずつくれたのを覚えています。とて
The
もに
lady
こやかで
was
感じのいい
amiable
お
and
ばさんでし
charming.
た。
When I came to
数日
visit
後、
my family a few days
見
later,
舞
I
いに来
stayed
てい
too
たら
long,
遅
and
く
the
なってしまい、
visitation time was left
面会
short.
時間もあと少しという時間になっていました。トイレ
After
に
I
行
went to the
き、
bathroom, I
家
headed to
族
my
に
family's
声
room to
を
say
かけてか
goodbye
ら
before
帰ろうと
returning
部
home.
屋へ向かっていた時です。
When I
家
saw the
族
door
が
open
いる
of
部
the
屋の
room
ド
where
ア
my
が開
family
いたか
was,
と思
and the
うと、
nurse I saw
こ
before
の前見
came
た
out.
看護師が出てきました。なぜ
For
か
some
とっ
reason,
さ
I
に隠れ
quickly
てし
hid,
ま
and
い、
as I
様
watched,
子を
she
見てい
came
る
out with the
と、
lady in the bed
一
next to
緒
her
に出て
family.
きたのは家族の隣のベッドのおばさんでした。
The
看護
lady
師
was
と手を
walking
つな
hand
い
in
で歩
hand
いてい
with
き
the
ます。
nurse.
すぐに家
Immediately
族
entered
のい
the
る部
room
屋
where
に
my
入
family
り、
was and asked about the lady.
隣のおばさんの
When my
ことを
family
聞く
told me the
と、
lady wandered out of the
一
room
人
alone,
で
I
ふらっと
hurriedly
部屋を出
chased
て行った
them.
というので、慌てて追いかけました。お
I
ば
saw
さ
the
んと
lady
看
and the
護師が見え、
nurse.
後ろから
Ma'am,
お
ma'am,
ば
I
さ
called
ん、
from
おば
behind,
さ
but
ん
as if they didn't hear me,
と
they
声
didn't
をかけるも
respond.
のの、聞こえていないのか全く反応がありません。看
Of
護
course,
師
the
ももちろん
nurse
後
didn't
ろを
look
振り
back at
返るこ
me
とは
and
な
walked
く、
together.
二人で歩いていきます。
The
エ
two
レベー
stopped
ター
in
の
front of
前
the
で
elevator, so I
二人
ran
が
to
止まった
them.
ので走って追いかけ、ちょう
Finally
ど
caught
エ
up
レ
with,
ベーターに
they
乗った
got
と
to
こ
the
ろでやっ
elevator and
と追
was
い
able
つ
to
き、
grab the lady's
エレ
arm
ベーターの
in the
中で
elevator.
おばさんの腕を掴むことができました。おばさん
Ma'am, are
大
you
丈夫？
alright?
そ
When
う
I
言う
said that,
と、
the nurse glared at
看
me
護師は
and
こちらを
disappeared.
ぎろりと睨み消えていきました。エレベ
Just me
ー
and
タ
the
ーに
lady, who
は
doesn't remember
何も
anything,
覚えて
on
い
the
ないおばさ
elevator.
んと二人だけで乗っており、 B2 のボタンが押され
B2
ていまし
button
た。
was pressed.
後から知っ
As
た
I
のです
learned
が、
later, the second
地下
basement
2階
floor was the
は
morgue.
霊安室でした。
Ooh,
あの看
where
護
did
師
that
はおばさん
nurse
を
intend to take the
どこに
lady?
連れて行くつもりだったのでしょ
Ooh. Okay. Ooh, I'm suddenly unsettled. Cool. Do I have another one? No. 10 yen, UV light, and a flashlight. Okay. Cool. Cool, I can actually see what's happening. Oh, this is... Oh, this is the number. That was what the question mark was earlier. Okay. Ooh. Vending machine ticket. Cool. Cool. Alright. Ooh. Whoop. Ooh. Love that. So this one... Tape recorder. Oh, that door. Oof. Ugh.
まさきのホラーな話。
Masaki's horror story. Hello there.
はい、
Hi.
今回も
I'll
ホ
read
ラ
a
ー
horror
なお手
story.
紙
Letters as
読んでい
always.
きますよ。ラジオネ
This
ー
is a
ム
letter from
と
Toka.
うこさんからの手紙です。この方、
Person has
お
become
なじみに
familiar.
なってきましたね。今回はどのような話
What
な
kind
の
of
でしょう。
story is it this time?
最
Story of
近
a girl
知
I
り
met
合った
recently at my
同
part-time job.
じバイトのこの話。兄弟が入
Depressing
院
days
し、
have passed since her brother
気
was
持ちが下がってい
hospitalized.
る日々。その子は兄弟のためにと
The girl went to the hospital every
毎
day for her
日
brother
病
and
院に
was
通
taking good
い、
care of him.
一生懸命看病していた。
Sorry.
すいません。い
This
つ
is
も
the
と
same
同
person as
じ
usual,
人で
right?
すよね。
Yeah, it's
やっぱ
Soko.
りちゃんとトウコさんですね。
Excuse me.
すみません。 いつもと
Writing
書き
style is
方が
different from
違うの
usual,
で
so I
違
thought
う
it was
とか
another
と。
person.
あ、
Let's get
そう
back
だ
to the
ね。
story.
続けますね。
When I went to the
い
hospital,
つものように病
as
院へ行く
usual,
と、兄弟
my
の
brother's
担当医
doctor.
が部屋の前に立っていた。別室に
Doctor?
案内され、医者の重々しい口が開いた。
Excuse
もう
me.
長くはない。もって1ヶ月程度だと。
Gonna write that. Capital
兄弟
letters
の
are
病室
used in
に
weird
行く
places.
と。
I will continue.
あ、すいません。あ、
My
変
brother's
なところ
doctor
が
guided
カタ
me
カ
to
ナに
another
なってい
room,
て。
and after some
続
silence,
けますね。
there's not much time left for him.
病
Went
室
to my brother's
に
room, and he
行
was
く
smiling as
と、
always.
兄弟はいつものように笑っていた。そ
After
れ
that,
か
I
ら
tried to go
は
to the
時間
hospital as
が
much as
あるとき
possible
は
when I
少
had
しでも
time.
病院に行くようにした。
Like
そう
so, a
する
month
う
had
ちに
passed and been 3
1ヶ
months
月が
since
過
I
ぎ去
talked with
り、
the doctor.
医者に宣告されてから3ヶ月が経とうとしていた。
It's
そ
a
の
little
日
colder
は
than usual that
いつも
day.
より少し寒かった。
On the way to the
病院
hospital,
へ
a
向か
little
う途
boy
中、
called me.
小さな男の子に声をかけられた。お母さんと。
I'm
違
not
う
your
よ。
mom.
そう
Boy
言う
almost started
と
crying when I
泣き
said
そう
so,
になったた
so
め、
I decided to look for the
男
boy's
の子のお
mother.
母さんを探すことにした。す
Soon
ぐ
we
にお
found his
母さ
mom,
ん
and I
が
handed him over.
密
Uh-oh.
また変なところが
Boy's
カ
mom
タカナ
saw
ですね。
me leaving and said
2
you look
が
tired.
カタカナで
She
し
said my
た。
house was right
す
on
い
the
ません。
corner. I didn't
続け
realize
ます。
how tired I
お
was.
母さん
Boy's
が
mom served me a cup of
見
tea and a
つか
slice of
り、
cake.
男の子を渡した。去ろ
Sighed
う
in
とす
relief
る
and made
私を
myself
見て、
relax for the first time in a
男の
long
子のお
time.
母さんが
Uh-oh. Such a
疲れ
sweet
て
time
い
has
るみたい
passed
だ
by
け
in a
ど
blink of an
大
eye.
丈夫ですかと声をかけてきた。
Is the
家が
time
近い
okay?
か
I
ら休ん
asked.
でいってくださいと。
I
自
looked
分
at
で
the
も
clock and there
知
was
らな
only
いう
an
ちに
hour
疲れが
left
溜ま
until
って
the
い
end
た
of
こと
the
に気
visit
づ
time.
き、お言葉に甘えて家に少しだけお邪魔するようにした。 お
Didn't feel
茶
like I
と
stayed
ケ
that
ーキを
long.
出してもらい、久しぶりにほっと息をついて休んだ。
It'll
そ
take
んな
30 minutes
甘
from
い時
here to the
間が
hospital.
風のように過ぎ去っていったようだ。
I left the
時
house
間
immediately.
大丈夫ですかと声をかけられ、はっと
Forgot to say a
時
proper
計を見た
goodbye.
時には面会時間まであと1時間という時間になっていた。
So I
ほん
turned
の
around
少
and
し
there
いた
was
つもり
no
が
house.
そんなに時間が経っていたのか。こ
I had
こ
no
か
time
ら
to think
病院
about
まで
it.
は30分かかる。す
Cell
ぐ
phone
に
rang as
家
I
を
was
出
rushing
た。
to the hospital.
挨
I
拶
didn't
を
notice the soft
きち
sound
ん
in
と
my
しなかっ
pocket.
た。そう
When
思
I
い振り
arrived,
返
a
ると
little
そこ
boy who
に
looked like my brother stood at the front
家
door.
はなかった。し
Found
か
that
し気
strange
に
and
する
approached
暇
him.
はない。急いで
Felt
病
like the
院
boy
に向かっ
asked,
てい
what were
る
you
と
doing
携
when I
帯
was
電話が
suffering
音
in
をかけ
pain?
た。
I
ポケ
entered
ッ
the
トで
hospital in
小
a
さく
hurry,
なっ
but it
た
was
音に
too late.
私は気づかなかった。
Called my brother's
病院
name
に
and
着く
cried
と
loudly.
ドアの前に兄弟に似た小さな男の子が立っていた。不思議に思って近づくと男の子が
That moment, I felt something strange was coming.
そんな風に
It's the
言
caps
ったよ
again.
うな気がした。慌てて病院に入ったが
Min.
もう手遅れだった。
Excuse
私
me.
は兄弟の名を叫び大声で泣いた。
Let's
どうし
continue.
てその瞬間
Coming inside me.
何かが私の中にスーッと入ってきた感覚があった。
Since
それ
then,
から
my
兄弟
brother
は
was always
私
watching
の
me
そば
by my
で
side.
私をずっと見ている。
Always.
と
Ooh. Yes. Okay. Vending machine ticket. Oh, can I use it on any of them? Oh, I can? Uh-oh. Okay. What do we want? What? Nice. You never look up, do you? Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, I was expecting that to go very bad. Do you guys want... You want that? Yeah, you do. Ooh. Ew. Okay. Just a tape chilling in the trash. Love that. Love that for you guys. We could check out... Let's check out... The warehouse probably has a pattern, right? Yep. Yeah, buddy. No. No. It's a voice recorder. Huh? Masaki's horror story. Just happy that this radio has had such amazing feedback lately.
嬉しい
Yay!
ばかりです。ありがとうございます。ということで、
So
今回も
reading
読んで
as
いきます
always.
よ。はい。
Yes.
今回もお
Again,
な
it's
じ
from
み
our favorite
ラジオネームとうこさんからです。
Toko didn't write whose story is it this
いつも
time.
みたいに誰のお話か今回書いてませんね。まあ
I'll read
読み
it.
ますね。両親な
Didn't
ん
have any
て
parents
最
from
初
the
から
beginning.
いなかった。そう思っている。
That's what I think. I had to
弟
protect my
を
brother.
私は守らないといけない。それだ
That's
けだ
all.
った。
I
私
only
に
had my
は
little brother.
弟しかいなかった。友
Oh,
人も
my friends and
親
relatives,
戚
no
も
one was
誰
around
も
me.
私のカタカナですね。
It was a capital letter.
前
There
の
were some in the
手紙
previous
で
letter
も何個
too.
かありましたね。読めない
It's not like I
こと
can't
は
read
な
it,
いん
but
ですけど、気
well,
にしている
I
と
don't want the story to
話が
stop,
止
so
まっ
I'll
てし
try
ま
to
う
read
の
it
で、
without
できる限
being
り
bothered as
気
much
に
as
せず読む
possible.
ようにしますね。続けます。
Let's continue. No, they were gone.
私の周りには誰もいない。いや、
When I
いなくなっていた。
noticed, it's
気
just
づ
my
いた
brother
時に
and
は
me.
弟と二人だった。許せなかっ
It
た。
was unforgivable. Everything was S.
私の私の怒りはすべてに向いていた。みんな
My anger was directed at everything.
そう思った。
TH.
いつも決まった時間。
Unhappy. I hoped for everyone's unhappiness.
丁寧に。見えるものすべてを取り込んで。そうした手
Unhappiness.
紙は相手に響く。相手の読ん
A
だ
little hard to
時
read
の
when there are
顔
capital
を見るのが
letters
好き
like
だった。
this. Excuse me.
私たちの世界へごちそうへご
I will continue.
世界へごちそう
Courteously
やっ
wrote
ぱ
down
り
everything I
カタカナ
saw.
入ってると読み間違えちゃいますね。す
Such
いません
letters resonate.
弟はいつも私の隣にいる。心配そうな
Brother is
顔をし
always
て
next to me
そん
with a
な
worried look.
弟の手を私は握る。
I hold
弟
his
が
hand.
眠ってしまった時、できなかったことを今。
I would do what I couldn't when my brother went to sleep.
苦しみも苦し
All the
み
grief.
あ
People
あ
often die
苦し
around
み
me.
ですね。
Wonder if
苦
it's
し
my
み
fault.
も悲
Uh-oh.
しみもすべて忘れて私と共にみんな行こう。私の周りでは
You'll see I'm coming to see you
よく
too.
人がいた
Uh-oh.
私の
Something's
せい
written
な
at
の
the
だろう。
bottom.
ほら、
Have you read
あ
my
なたにも
letter?
会いに行きますよ。
うん
下の方に何か書いてありますね。手紙を
It's all in
見ました
capital
か
letters.
全部カタカナで書いてありますね。手紙
Do you
読み
mean
ましたかですかね。
What do you
手紙
mean?
でも手紙ってこれのことじゃないですよね。何のことでしょう。手 手
Okay,
紙
I'll look for
ちょ
it.
っと、探してみようと思います。あったら
If I
ま
find it,
た
I'll
次
read it
回
next
読
time.
もうと思います。
5 out of 7. Okay. Ugh. Masaki's horror story.
始まり
Thanks
まし
for joining
た。
us again.
鬼川正樹です。前回のラジオを
I
聞
think
い
those
て
who
くださ
listened
っ
to
た
the last
方
show
は
will
わかると思うん
understand.
ですけど、なんと手紙
We
あ
found the
りまし
letter.
た。
Okay.
資料の
I didn't
間
notice
に
because
挟
it
まっ
was
てて
sandwiched
気づ
between
きませんでした。
documents.
ということで、
So I'm going to
今
read
回
this
は
letter for
こ
today.
の手紙読んでいきますよ。
What kind of story is it
前
this
回に
time?
引き続き、今回はどのような話でしょう。今回も毎度おなじみ
This time as well,
ラ
it's
ジ
a
オネ
story
ー
from
ム
Toko.
とうこさんからのお話です。
Seems to be
今
something
回
like a
は
title this
タイト
time.
ルのようなものもあるようですね。では
Let's start
早
reading from the
速
title.
タイトルから読んでいきましょう。
Excuse me? Okay. The tape ends abruptly. What happens after that? He was about to read a letter. It should be between some documents. I have to find it. I keep hearing tapping, and that's my least favorite thing in the entire world. There's definitely tapping happening. Uh, Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Bicycle lock, there's a key. And they're gone. Are they gone? They're gone. Well, that's great. Oh, there's an up I have to climb. Trash tongs. There's another tape. Is this our last tape? These guys. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, the keys are right there. Can I reach that? Oh, yes, I can. Where are my trash tongs? Nice. Could use this to reverse tape. Oh, it's a whole... Did that... Fixed tape. Okay. Where's the tape player? Excuse me? Oh. Darkness of Tonoko. Little brother burns hot and the older sister exhales a blue breath. Tonoko can't do anything. Leaving alone. Not a ray of light can be seen in the darkness. Is it a monster that I see over there? Even if I invite him, he doesn't move. Ugh. Ugly side casts off the vestiges. There's no island or color. One bone of a wanderer who couldn't keep up with the white rabbit. There's nothing... Oh. Wait, hello? Mosky must have died because he read this. Well, I'm glad I didn't finish reading it. I don't know what power that poem has, but I need to get it examined. I'll take that paper to the police tomorrow. It's too late, and I should go home for the time being today. Okay, so we just leave? Homeward bound? Nothing more to do, go home. Masaki Onikawa's brother Haru brought a tape to me. He said, if you listen to this, you'll understand the reason for Masaki's death. I decided to listen to the tape. However, no matter how much I played it, nothing came out, and nothing was recorded on the tape. Haru panicked. He seemed to be mumbling to himself, it can't be. Suddenly, he handed me a piece of paper. Masaki died because he read this paper aloud. There was a recording on the tape to back it up. After accepting the paper, Haru whisked away. He had a severe look in his eye, but is he trying to make fun of us, the police? There's no way that a single poem written on paper like this can kill a person. If such a thing were to really happen, it would be a terrible thing. As I was staring at the paper, a younger colleague came over to me. Senpai, what are you looking at? No, I heard that if you read this poem out loud, you'll die. What? Is it a superstition or something? Do you really believe in that? The junior laughs. Why don't you try reading it, senior? I was told that, but I couldn't bring myself to read it. Of course I didn't believe him, but... Are you scared, senior? Then I'll read it for you. Laughing, my colleague picked up the piece of paper. My colleague read the whole thing at once. Nothing happened during that time. I didn't expect anything to happen, but I was a little relieved. Nothing happened. Maybe it was just a prank. I was about to say it, or not. He suddenly screamed and collapsed. He never came back. And when I noticed, the paper was gone too. What was that poem about? Ooh! Okay. This was a fascinating game. And the jumps in this were just right. I feel like it didn't overwhelm me. It was terrifying, but it wasn't so overwhelming that I couldn't handle it. There were a couple of headphones off moments, but not terrible. That was fascinating. I feel bad for his brother. Just reading out letters, and of course that's what leads to his doom. The letters spelled that. So, I'm guessing it's like that. That's my guess on what it was actually supposed to be. I wonder if that was the name. No, that was not the name of the poem, but maybe that's how they die. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not saying any words out loud anymore because I'm scared that I'm getting got, and I'm not dealing with that. Yeah, Chilla's Art, another banger as always. I really love Chilla's Art games. They're fantastic. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, while we played this game. And thanks for picking this game. It was a lot of fun to play. If you want to help pick the next one, go ahead and hang on out over at Patreon. You can join in the poll even as a free supporter. So if that interests you at all, go hang out over there. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.